That has really captured national attention. A mother and her boyfriend are now facing charges in connection to 3 children found alone with a decomposing body. Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Gutierrez.
And I'm Dominique Soxa. Investigators say the children had been living with their brother's skeletal remains for nearly a year. 35-year-old Gloria Williams is now charged with injury to a child by omission. And 31-year-old Brian Coulter has been charged with murder. He's expected back in court tomorrow. Our Michael Lepardi live at the courthouse downtown tonight with more. Michael?
Dominique, today the sheriff said that the case was too horrific or seemed too horrific to be real, and several relatives of the mom spoke about what they did and didn't know. Days after deputies found 3 children abandoned in an apartment with skeletal remains, several relatives of the children's mother spoke with KPRC.
As far as we knew, she moved out of that apartment complex because the last place we seen was the other apartments that she and the boyfriend were at.
Yasmin Craig says she's the cousin of Gloria Williams, who's now charged with injury to a child and tampering with evidence. Williams' boyfriend, Brian Coulter, is charged with murder for the death of the 8-year-old boy.
Personally, I do want to ask why? Why didn't you reach out to us?
Yasmin says she last spoke with Gloria in June and that the family would ask about the children.
You kept saying, okay, they're good, they in school. Anytime we did go help, where the kids at, how they doing? Oh, they in school.
The sheriff says the 15-year-old called deputies on Sunday, telling them his brother had been dead for a year and his body was in the apartment. The teenager also said his parents hadn't lived in the apartment for months.
The kids deserve justice and they need help. They need the physical and the mental help to get over this trauma and put them back on a right track of life.
The mother and the boyfriend are now behind bars. The courthouse is just behind us here, and the boyfriend is scheduled for a court hearing tomorrow. Reporting live in downtown Houston, Michael Lepardi, KPRC 2 News.
Boy whose remains were found in an apartment complex. People gathering today to remember Kendrick Lee during a vigil. There were balloons, signs, and photos of Kendrick, along with teddy bears. Organizers say they are trying to cope with what happened.
And this week has just been horrific, just heart-wrenching, devastating. And we're trying to, day by day, just make it through this ordeal.
3 other boys were also in that apartment. They are now in the custody of Child Protective Services. The children's mother, Gloria Williams, now charged with injury to a child by omission and tampering with evidence. Her boyfriend, Brian Coulter, is charged with murder.
The woman accused of leaving her 3 children in an apartment with the remains of another sibling in court today. The judge raising bond for Gloria Williams to $1.5 million. The judge saying the original bond of $900,000 was insufficient.
Prosecutors also presented new evidence saying Williams was getting government assistance for her abandoned children. Adam Bennett now joins us live with more details. Adam?
Mia, prosecutors told the judge that Williams was getting about $2,000 a month in that assistance. They said she was able to rent 2 apartments, one fully furnished, the other to hide her son's body. Gloria Williams was already in the county jail on 2 charges, tampering with a corpse and injury to a child, serious bodily injury. Today, Judge Kelly Johnson raised Williams' bond on the injury charge from $350,000 to $1 million.
I'm satisfied. We can't seek no bond in this case per the Texas Constitution, and I believe that the judge did take into consideration all of the factors and took a special focus on community safety because this is such an egregious case.
Right off the bat, the judge felt that the bond was insufficient. Well, the bonds altogether were $900,000. I didn't see that as insufficient.
Prosecutor Andrea Bell told the judge Williams got government checks for 3 of her children. She says that included a daughter who no longer lived with her and 8-year-old Kendrick Lee after he was dead. Sonia Parker was in the courtroom today.
I want to explode.
She organized a vigil for Kendrick Lee last week.
It's just hurtful to see that and to hear that, knowing that they got up every day and ate and washed their face and brushed their teeth, and the kids had nothing.
Family members of Williams' former husband spoke after the hearing.
He loved those kids. He loved them.
Daryl Wayne Towner died in 2019, was not the kid's biological father, and is not linked to this criminal case.
There's no words to express how I feel about what these kids has gone through and what they're going through now.
They did not know Brian Coulter. He's Williams' boyfriend charged with Kendrick Lee's murder. Coulter is now in jail on a $1 million bond. A grand jury will eventually decide whether to indict Williams and Coulter. If so, it'll be up to the district attorney to decide whether to pursue the death penalty in this case. Mia?
We'll see which way they go. Adam Bennett, thank you so much. And there is still so many unanswered questions in this case, but many of you are asking, how can I help? Be sure to visit KHRU.com for more on how to assist Houston area children in the care of Child Protective Services.